here to do a little speculation of the future. Come closer. The near future in particular. The near future is in a TV series we watch, and they've been trying to keep certain things about it a secret for many years. Doctor Who, for example, I've been watching for 30 years. It's been around for 50-ish years, so there's a lot of interesting things there. So, one of the secrets that they have kept all along is they've only used his sort of role or title or pseudonym that he likes to go by is the Doctor. And what his real name, his birth given name is, has been sort of a hidden secret for all these years. But now, in the 50th anniversary, they've decided to let everybody know what it is. Because up to this point, it has never been really published in a book, or put in a video, or in a movie, or anything. So that's kind of what makes it interesting. In the meantime, people have been trying to guess what that name might be. And they've been giving you hints all along. All along. And maybe some people have already seen the filming of the 50th anniversary special, and so they know the answer already. Well, that to me is its chief downfall. Somebody could leak it at some point. But I haven't seen any of those leaks. Based on what hints have been in the series, such as it's a big secret and it's hidden in plain sight, I think I know what it is. And several things lead me to that point of how I determined it. Now, it's a spoiler alert, because if this is before the showing, at least here in America, you don't maybe not want to see it until you actually see it, and then see if I'm right. So, that being the case, I want to give you a few seconds warning before I reveal what I think it is. I could be totally wrong as well. So, that's the other thing, is that I might bias your opinion in that direction. So, some of the hints are, it's been in plain sight, and we know somebody has actually seen his name in print a few episodes back. Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. There was a book about the Time Wars, and apparently in this volume that Clara looked into, she saw his name. But something happened between then and later that made the memory go away. So she doesn't know it now, but she will, because I think it's coming up soon. So another hint is I think other people have known what it is. The Blue Man, who keeps talking about it, because I think he has informants who have told him or have done the research. And I think his wife, River, knows. River Song. They kept her identity a secret for quite some time. And I think there's something there that's relative to this whole situation. And so, we didn't know who River was until there was one episode when a good man goes to war, demons run, or something like that. That episode, you finally learned who River Song really was. I think we're coming up to another such episode in terms of Clara Oswin Oswald, who she is and what the Doctor's real name is. I think those two are tied together. Now, I have put my theory about Clara's identity on a web page at a certain URL. And I think I'll put the Doctor's real name over here, in case you want to see a spoiler. Of course, it could be totally wrong too, because I really don't for sure know. The way you know sometimes is that there's this thing called the internet, but it's modeled after something else, the intermind. Once upon a time the whole world was thought to be flat, and little by little, as a few people knew it to be round, the thought spread, and not necessarily by explicit teaching. And computer skills and internet skills, which were totally unheard of 50 years ago, have suddenly just swept over the whole world, and the knowledge which was once a difficult thing for PhDs is now common knowledge, and it just comes so easily, because I believe the common knowledge of millions and billions of people is shareable, and we all dip into it, and it makes learning more of that common knowledge easier. And I think the Doctor Who identity is a similar thing. At first, only Stephen Moffat knew it, and if he could keep his thoughts to himself, he could keep it a pretty good secret. But then I think River knew it, and then I think Matt Smith, the actor, was told it. Maybe even actor David Tennant knew it. Now Clara knows it. I think a lot of the actors know it now, especially now that it's out. So this amount of knowledge being thought and obsessed on by a few people in an area are there for us to glom onto and speculate from, unless they're consciously focusing on misdirecting your thoughts, but I don't think they are. So, I think we shall get to the part where we know what his name is. It's hidden in plain sight. And one episode called The Library, this was the first time River met the Doctor, in a different generation than he married. She married him, but she whispered something in his ear, and that was convincing. They thought it might have been his name, and it could have been. And I think it's something River has been hiding in plain sight all along, and he's been seeing it his entire life, and probably wondering, why is that here? Who put that there? And suddenly comes this lady who whispers it in your ear, and it's like, oh, now he knows. He knows something. There's a reason why people keep their names secret. One is it's powerful. The name, when you say it, would have some effect. Two, it's embarrassing because you may have relatives that are embarrassing to be known to be related to them. Three, and I think this is it, probably the name itself is embarrassing because, well, where did you get your name from? You get it from your mother. And when your mother has just seen you for the first time, she might think of a name that's, that's cute for a baby, but might not be cute for you. So I think that was the case, and we will see, because they keep showing his cradle with a little mobile in it, and I think with the thoughts of Alex Kingston and Jenna and David and Matt and the whole gang, you can tap into that. So, there's a link that goes to where I think it is. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know now, just wait and see. You can know now. Make a note of it. See if I'm right. Until later, we'll be seeing you. Oh, by the way, is there any shows that you follow that have lots of interesting things about them? You can share them below if you like. Goodbye, friends.